We are here with Bible Alive, which I do believe is Cliff Schnedel's channel. He's on it a whole lot if it ain't his channel. So I like Cliff. I definitely want to invite him to the Mental Gymnastics Olympics that I want to put together. That motherfucker's got some mental gymnastics working for him, and I appreciate the mental gymnastics, guys. I really do. So let's get right into it. I'm a non-Abrahamic, true monotheist. Followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers. Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah are desert war gods of hypocrisy, not the actual one true creator. And let's see what Cliff has to say.
If you're non-Christian, can you get into heaven?
Okay, well, let's evaluate that to begin with. Where did heaven come from? Okay, where did the authority of Jesus come from? The Jews, right? That's what they say. That's what they say anyway, right? So the Jews don't have the Christian heaven or hell. Okay, that was a Christian invention. So hell did not to the Jewish version of hell is at most a 12-month cleansing cycle where the soul is recycled, and Jews actually believe in reincarnation. But Christians, no, they twisted all the Jewish lore, right? And so all of a sudden, that they make this good place and this bad place, each of which are eternal. That's not what the Christians think, or that's not what the Jews think. And I only bring that up because Christians like to say, we worship the God of Abraham and David. No, the fuck you don't, Christians. Because the God of Abraham and David is in no way Jesus. The God of the Christians is in every way Jesus. So, you absolutely do not worship the God of Abraham and David. As a matter of fact, Christians created a divergent version of Yahweh and called it Jesus, which is still to this day a blasphemy to the Jews.
What do you mean by non-Christian? I mean, if you just don't, me, I'm agnostic.
So I would say God is not going to force.
What do you mean by non-Christian? I don't suck the Jesus dick. That's what I mean by non-Christian. Do you or don't you suck the Jesus dick? Okay, metaphorically. But metaphor has a funny way of turning into reality, right? Because if you metaphorically suck the Jesus dick, then you will inevitably be sucking the Christian cock, right? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Let's make everyone capitulate to our broken theology. And what makes the theology of Abraham broken is that it incessantly tries to interject division into that which is united, the creation. And they create divisions in the form of sin, evil, Satan.
Anyone into heaven. No one comes to the Father but through me, Jesus says. But C.S. Lewis, once again, he's...
Okay, so no one comes to the Father, which is the Jewish Yahweh, except for through me. So now with that single sentence, he is saying that none of the Jews have it right, and they are going to heaven, but the Jews, because fucking cocksucker. Shit gets so fucking annoying, man. Fuck. But that doesn't matter to the Jews, because the Jews do not believe in the Christian heaven and hell. They do not give a flying fuck about going through the sun, because they do not believe in your heaven and hell. Christians stole those basic concepts and twisted them, and now Christians tell me again that you worship the God of Abraham, the God of the Jews. You do not, Christians. You created your own God to worship. Then you gaslight the world by saying both, that for one, we worship the Jewish God. No, the fuck you don't. And for two, by saying that no one in the world can create God in the image that they want. No, No, Christians, because I saw you guys do it. Y'all created God in the image that you wanted and called it Jesus. But now no one else can do it. You fuck ass honkies.
Says that hell is locked from the inside. I would say that if you have spent your life not living out a life that is what Jesus has called you to do, to be, then Jesus is not going to force you into his presence.
Okay, so do you hate your brother and your sister for me? Do you come to bring not peace but the sword? See, there's a lot of contradictions in Jesus's messaging, and people like to say Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. So if I can find one single instance in which Jesus lied in black and white in the Bible that y'all keep, then that totally undermines that whole statement. And there's actually a couple instances where Jesus lies in the Bible. One of which is where he says, "You guys go down there. I am not going to go down with you." But then, as soon as they left, he went down. That. Come the fuck on, motherfucker. And then what else does he say? He says, surely those of you present will see these things. Talking about those present at his death. The people alive during his time will see these things. But they did not. But then future generations reiterated that to mean in a spiritual way, not in a literal way. So it's the mental gymnastics, but in the Bible there is in black and white multiple instances of Jesus lying.
Hell is God saying, "Thy will be done." So what you want.
See, once again, see, this is all total blasphemy to real ass Jews, the Jews that aren't trying to pander and because ultimately.